good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Gamion. I'll be your game developer for this stream. My cat Mega Kitty is currently not on the couch, so she may not be with us for this stream because she's sleeping in a clean, warm pile of freshly dried laundry. So I'm working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes. Been there working on it for almost 4 years. Hey, Mr. Who-Man, welcome. So I am a AAA developer by day and an indie developer by night, and this is the night project I've been working on. I hope to get this game out, say middle of next year or so. I wanted it out after Christmas, but I just don't think it's ready yet. I don't think it's even worthy of being a demo at this point, so there's still a lot of work to do left, and including some significant mechanic improvements I'm going to make. So Mr. Who-Man, I'm doing pretty good. Got some new stuff coming out in the pipeline. Based on player feedback, I'm going to have a new ability that players will have. It's going to be an ultimate ability that charges slower than the rest, but is also charged not only by time, but by attacking other opponents. And once your ult is powered up, then it looks a little something like this. Let me do that again in slow motion for you. So that is a power kick. You may have seen it before with Horus the Barbarian, but based on feedback from players, I think what I'm going to do is have every player have this ability. And I'm going to swap out Horus's ability for something else. And so this power kick, again, will be for all heroes. It'll be the same for all heroes as well. There's nothing to do, not going to do anything fancy there. But that will, I think, change. That will go to help increase the ball playing fun in this game, because the combat I think is in a decent spot, but the ball, I mean I didn't even have animations for simple kicks, before 2 weeks ago. So now I do, but they're really quick, and you gotta look carefully to see them. So like, I'll show you one of them. So you're running, and then there, you didn't even see that. Let me do that again. Slow motion here. Let's be them kicking the ball. Yeah, that's a short kick because you kick closer to the player. So I'll do kind of a more long distance kick, like that. So yeah, I mean it's but it's better than it was before. So when I have for that kick, I have a whole folder of potential kicks that I can use for the ultimates. So let's go check those out here. Let's see. Here we go. So these pulled from Mixamo. Do you stop the pawn when it kicks? No. You can still run. It won't interrupt your running, and that's very important. Oh, but the power kick, yes. The power kick will make you pause. That being said, that motion that you see just now, that's actually like motion from the kick and not the player. That said, though you can't move, you will be temporarily impervious to hits from projectiles. So I think it's a decent trade-off. And it also makes the Uber power also available for if you're just in a pinch, you don't want to get in-capped, you just want to get the ball to someone else. And not pictured here, later on, I'm going to make it so if the ball, when a ball going at power speed encounters an opponent, it will knock them down. So basically take all their, in-cap them, take all their hit points away. But only if they're close to you. And I think that will be another neat benefit of this kick. So, but that's not in yet, though. I'm going to focus on the animations right now. So this is, oh wait, I don't think I have this one in there. Okay, so here's a kick that is actually not going to be a power kick. This is just going to be a regular kick. I'm going to make it so when you kick the ball normally at full power, you have a random roll for playing an animation like this, just to add a little spice to the regular game. And that one's actually reserved for Dodger. So let me note that. Oh yeah, it's absolutely Mixamo. Let's see. In fact, I'm going to group these. And what was the one other one that I used? I think this was the one I used for Dodger. No. Oh yeah, these are like useless. These are just simple kicks. I don't really need these because I can just do for the simple kicks. I just put something in the animation blueprints. Kick up. I'm probably not going to use that. I don't remember if that's the one that I used for Dodger. Well, anyway, this one, and this one, and this one, I'm not going to use. So the other source of power kicks will probably be from, well, two other sources. One is from Fab. So Fab has lots of animations and stuff to discover. I can look into that. And the third source would be a hybrid, where I take the animation and edit it myself. You can do that in Unreal Engine and make my own custom changes to it. And what was this one? MMA kick, was that the one? No. That's going to be a good one, though. That may have been the one I used. But I don't think it is. Okay, I really think it was this one that I used. Let me take a look at it again. And then let's look at Dodger kick. Okay, and then was that the one that I did in XBot? I really think it was this one. Yeah, I think it was. So what I'm going to do is kind of say, earmark this saying Dodger's using it. I don't want any other hero to use it but Dodger. So, next up, what was this one? Okay, so that's a little bit of running there, but we can do that. I think... Let's see, which hero should I assign this one to? I think I'm going to close the distance a little bit on that kick, too. I'm leaning on Latunia, actually. I think this would be a good kick for Latunia. So, I'm going to mark it as Latunia. And then what I'll do is retarget. Like that. We're going to do this one, export animation. And, oh, I forgot where I put, let's see, let's do hero, plugins, core heroes, characters, Latunia. Where did I put Dodgers? Oh, power, just animations, kicks. Oh yeah, that's it. We're going to call that, alright, let's export it there. And I want to make sure that the naming is right, consistent with Dodger. Yeah, power kick, got it. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do that. Put it into a montage. No, I knew I forgot something. Need to bring those stream avatars back in. Stream's gonna get a little weird for a second. Let's see. While I'm getting that up, let's see. Let's save this. All right. Now we're just gonna get a little weird here. Let's put us on the Mega Kitty couch for a sec while I get the streaming avatars up. There we go. Oh, it's there. There are the names. So anyway, so one of the things about the power kick. So this is what we got right now. Here's the thing, though. With this, so in Unreal, there's a concept of root motion, and you see how they are moving like this, and that red line grows. That's called root motion, and that's when they move from from their standing position. Now, for some reason, some of Mixamo's, and only some of Mixamo's animations do not work right with this. No matter what I do, I cannot get them to walk this way. So, and even if I could, I'm not sure it would work over the network because of a bug with Unreal. So what I'm going to do is kind of do my own version of movement. I have a animation notify state just for that. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to go to the power kick asset here. We're going to force root lock so she doesn't move. So now she's stationary, but we're going to do the movement. So we're going to do a notify state, move over time, and this is probably going to start this from about here. And that's about where they'll stop moving. So here, we're going to make a movement curve for that. So we're going to define how exactly frame for frame how they move. And we've already done this with Dodger. We're going to make one for Latunia. That will make her move forward. Actually, for now, let's hold off on this. I wonder if I can disable this. No. So we got this. We have the montage, which, by the way, we want to speed up a bit. So let's begin by. See, we don't need. All right, so that's when they really start moving. So we don't really need this much of it. So start at 0.39. Okay, so then fall back, and then we're going to speed this up dramatically. Let's do 2. We want to get this in about 2 seconds or less, so let's do 1 or 2.5. Air Force game player, welcome. Just working on some kick animations here. So 2.5, that takes us to about, play rate, we want 1.5. How many seconds does that take us to? About 2, no, it's a bit much. Let's do 0.7. All right, so it's about 2 seconds. Now, let's go back to the sequence. Here's where the movement would happen. And we're going to not let her move. So, the next step is to hook in that power kick into her animation set. So here's how this works. If you have a particular purpose for an animation, like doing a power kick, and you want all the heroes to do it, then what I have here is a map from tag, which is the power kick, to the actual kick. And there we go. So that should enable power kick for her. So let's see how it looks so far on the scene. How about we shrink this? Okay, good. So it's hard to see, but I'll show it again. There's the animation. I think the timing looks good. So let's go ahead and we got it in the set. So let's start doing the movement curve. Tunia power kick movement. And how long is this duration? From 0.14. So we're going to need from 0.16 2.3, roughly 2.3 seconds of movement. So That's a lot. That's a long time. But we do play this faster, so let's say 2.3. Back to 0. We're going to bring this movement. So this is how fast she's moving at a given time. For now, we're just going to do something like this, and we'll tune it to make it look good. So we do this. Okay, that wasn't a bad start. Now let's get her to kick the ball, too. Let's kick the ball right. Alright, so let's go back to the montage. Right here is about, this is about where she's going to kick. We're going to add new notify, power kick. We're going to add the cosmetic effects that you play at the start. We're going to use the same effects for now. So you put that together, then this is how it looks. Yeah, how about that? I'm going to need a little movement for the wind down. Let's see that in slow motion. Yeah, I think maybe she needs to move back. I don't look at the original animation again, but also I think she was moving early. See that again. Yeah, she's moving a little early there. Let's move this up in the sequence. You know, these are pre-canned animations, but there's still a lot of work to do, even when if they are pre-canned. Okay, so I want to go back to the Xbox animations and look at Latunia's. I want to see that movement after. Okay, so they move forward. Oh, don't want that. Actually, they kind of move to the side a bit. I don't really have side movement supported, but I think I will do some moving in that extra step. So let's go back to the, let's go back here. That's that step we need. So let's keep that movement all the way to 3.53 seconds. 3.23. So let's make the curve 3.23. Actually, no. On second thought, we're going to add a new key. 3.230. But then we want to do that extra walk. So 3.5. So 3.23 is about where they're going to stop. I'm going to add another movement. That's been another half second. Yeah, kind of lesser movement. Be half speed, like that. See how that looks? Okay, that's good. That's better. Let's try it again. Yeah, I like it. I think that is good. And then we'll see it at regular speed. Okay, so yeah, there's a bit of jitter at the end, but that's just blending back into the regular character form. In fact, I could probably even shave a little bit off that. If I go to here, shave a little bit of the time off here. Well, what's the end? 3.39. Let's do 3.7. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's better. All right, I think we got it here. So let's commit that to source control. Except this, I did not change the editor INI, so that needs to stop. Create Latunia power kick. I should say implemented. All right, now back to the library here. I'm going to make a new folder for used. Make it easier to track this stuff. All right, what's this one? All right, that's just a... Honestly, I could see this one being for Horus. Because he doesn't have a lot of... No, actually, no. I had a different plan for Horus. Horus, I want to have him do a somersault. I want him to do like a forward flip and then kick. I think that's going to be really cool. This one is just kind of plain. I don't know if I'll use it, but I want to see what else is around first. Oh, that's not going to work at all. I don't know what. That's like more of a attack kind of kick than it is ball kick. All right, let's see what's next. That looks like a lot like the one I had earlier. That looks like a Dodger's kick. Let me take a look real quick. Let me compare that with... Oh, okay, so it's like Dodger's kick, but it's not as much movement. But it still looks pretty similar. I don't know. I don't think I want to use it. Now let's use MMA kicking. Let's see what we got here. This is going to be great. Oh yeah, here we go. I like this. This is going to be a great ball kick. Even though it's like the foot doesn't barely even touch the ball. I think this would be fun. Who would want to do that? Okay, let's see, we got Dodger, we got Latunia, so we got, Ellis doesn't have legs, so that doesn't count. Goothorn, let me see what else we got for Goothorn. What's this? This is the same one. That looks like the same. Oh yeah, it's literally the same. Alright, so we don't need the second one, because that's just a duplicate. Roundhouse kick. Let's see what that's like. Alright, so that's just going halfway and stopping. Alright, what about a side kick? No. That's really more for attacking. I don't like the side kick very much. Oops. Okay, penalty kick. All right, that one we can. That one is different from the others. I think we can use that. It's not super flashy, but it gets the job done. But let me see what else we got. Spin flip. Whoa! Wait, what is this one? Oh, that's a prowler kick if I ever saw one. That's prowler right there. Wait, so when does he actually kick? Right here. Alright, so it kicks here. Yeah, that's Prowler. That's going to be a good one. I can't wait to see this one in action. So that's going to be Prowler. was the zombie one? I'm just curious. Yeah, not really inspired on that one. Now we're going to retarget this to Prowler. That would go under plugins, core heroes, characters, Prowler, animation, kick. Okay. Done. And by the way, if you are an Unreal Engine developer, I like the Game Features plugin. I like being able to organize the assets into separate plugins. I think it's a cool feature, and it's scalable, so I recommend it. All right, so now we go to the power kick. Oh yeah, that's definitely him. So we're going to take out the, let's see, the root motion. Whoa. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Let's see this without the root lock again. This might not work, because his pelvis is moving like that. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work, as cool as it did look. Yeah, because the root bone... Okay. Wish I could get root animations to work on this, but I don't think they just don't work for Mixamo for some reason. Alright, so that's a no-go. Let's go back to this again. Zombie didn't look too inspiring. I'm going to try this one for Goothorn. Wait, let me look at the roundhouse kick again. Let's see if this one looks good on Prowler. Alright, and if we remove root movement... No, that's not going to work either. Wait a minute. You know what? I think maybe the first one can work. I'm going to try something. The MMA kick, and what was the other one? Oh, actually, that was the extra one. I didn't need that. Yeah, that's the, what was the other one I wanted to keep? Win. One of my deleted, I want to bring it back. And let's see, which one was it? Not this, not this. All right. Kick. We had a duplicate of that. Not the side kick. Okay, let me recheck Mixamo here. We got that one already. What's this one? Oh, we gotta get this one. Go back. What was that last one over down here? Not bad. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let's see, back to the Xbot. Oh, we gotta use the existing skeleton for that. I wonder. What would happen if I didn't force root lock? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's see. What do they want to see real quick? And was it roundhouse kick? Spin flip kick. That was the one. I want to find the spin flip kick on Mixamo. That's it. Okay, so let's see how Power looks currently without the root lock. It worked. Sort of. All right, let me do it with the root lock. She just has me thinking. This does have me thinking. What can I do about this? The root motion is working. I should say the root motion is not working, but maybe I can get him to move. Can I... I just need to change this a little bit. Oops, this shouldn't be here. It should be in the sequence. if I did... Nah, I just think it's going to work. I tried this offline. I couldn't get it to work just right. So what if I do go back to the root lock, see how terrible it looks in the... see how this looks. Unless... I'm going to do that. Mesh. Yeah, that's not going to work. No, I think if the root motion was actually working, then I wouldn't have to deal with all this. Alright, we'll have to just find another animation. I'm going to keep that one on the back burner, though. Actually, no, I just got another idea. I could try. Okay, we'll just do this and leave that be. So let's see, we got something that looks like this. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do, where are my utilities? My utility for manipulating Mixamo. I thought I had a utility for dealing with this. Editor tools. Nothing in there. No idea. So I had blue utilities just for this. Huh. I'll have to go find those offline. Okay. Alright, so let's... Okay, I'm gonna roll back the... Let's see, animation. away. And then in the Xbot folder, I want to bring in one more animation. Spin, flip, kick, bring that back in. Cool. Okay, back to the other ones that were a little more neutral. Let me save the progress we've made so far. Okay, there we're all better. And now let's more look at what we got left still. I really want to get these more stylized animations in, though. Oh, there's no root bone. No, wait a minute. I thought this skeleton had a root bone. Oh. Well, maybe that's the source of my problems. It's all coming back to me, I think. But problem is, I can't find the utilities that I had. Let me check my old projects. Maybe it's in a plugin. Mesh editor. Yeah. Is it still in the project? mesh editor. Oh, that's not it. Anim editor. Here we go. I wonder if it was... Yeah, this one. But it's not in my current project. Huh. Okay. Before I mess around with the skeletons more, I want to look into this. Maybe a plugin for editor tools. What was this for? This didn't even have anything in it. Let's just copy this into the source folder. So what kind of errors come out of this? While that's working, I want to take a quick look at one of the source files. Move the character from the origin. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Fix animal root motion. Okay, I think this is what I need. But this code is so old, I wonder if it'll even compile. It didn't compile. Yeah, that's I gotta add it here. Yes, of course it doesn't work. Curious. Oh, I think I need the editor build. So yeah, this doesn't go in here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is importing an old animation library that I wrote years ago that I need to fix the animations I want to use for power kicks. So it's a setback, but I think it'll be a good payoff too. And let's see if Mega Kitty is still away from... Yeah, it looks like she is. Anyway, while I'm waiting for that build to finish, I'm gonna rant a little bit on marketing, just kind of things I picked up from others while gleaning for information. So to date, it's been over about 6 months since I've been actively trying to market for, or trying to get wish lists, and I've only gotten about 280 right now. Whereas in comparison, there are those who have gotten tens of thousands in a much shorter time. And I think about the differences between, and there was a post that caught my interest, and it went something like, the game, it's different for, there's a difference between a game being good and a game being marketable. You can have a good game do poorly in as sales. You could even have a, not so great game, or a game just kind of thrown together, just have a big explosion of sales. Or the most common, you have an exceptionally good game that is in demand and it does very well. It's easy to market. Well, not easy. You get a lot of success with that with marketing. So kind of taking all things into consideration, I got to thinking, well, maybe there's not a big demand for sports brawlers right now in the market. They are coming out, and the ones that are out, they do well. There was one that came out just recently. The name escapes me, but it's doing all right. Obviously, Rocket League is still very popular. Omega Strikers did very well. I think they're still getting an active player. They still have an active player base. You can ask people who have had Nintendo consoles about Mario Strikers, and they probably know what you're talking about. So I'm thinking, all that said, I think what I want to do is once I get these changes in the playtest for, say, January, then I want to double down my marketing effort a bit. But what I need to do before then is start doing weekly updates, kind of make small news bites. Say, hey, here's the progress I made in the past week. and just kind of keep that momentum going. Post on TigSource, IndieDB, make a bunch of videos, clips, and get them posted on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok as well. And really just try to kind of get a consistent flow of updates going, because people are interested in the game, maybe interested in the updates regularly, and with every update you have your moment, you have your flash in the pan that may draw more people in, including content creators who may be interested in the project and follow it. So anyway, all that. Oh, what is this? So anyway, that's just kind of my current thoughts. But the fact that, where did this come from? Is that builds? Okay, that's an intermediate file. Anim. Oh, okay, I know what to do. Let's go back to the anim editor. There's another UMG. Probably not this file. It's, what am I including? Anim editor. Here we go. Include anim editor. Okay, let's go to that build. Why do I have a private PCH header file? I don't think anything else has one. So, but the thing that struck me the most was the comment about a game being good and a game being marketable being two different things. So something I've been thinking about lately. All right, now we're getting to the compiler errors. This animation sequence. This is where I need to fix this old code that compiled under Unreal 4 to work for Unreal 5. So let's clean this other stuff out. And these should be uppercase. These should be uppercase. Position data. Animation model interface. Animation data model. Here we go. And Visual Studio is freezing again. Data model, this must be it. And I think it's going to crash. That's what I want. All right, so I guess I got a lot more digging to do here. All right. I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is work on this heads down and get a little dinner because I haven't had dinner yet. It's almost 7 o'clock at night here. And I'm going to raid us off to Air Force Game Player, my brother. He's doing a Jackbox stream right now. And I don't get to raid him very often. We don't often stream in the same night. So I'm going to do a kind of special raid off to him. If you like Jackbox Gaming, I think you might like his stream. So I'm going to go ahead and kick that raid off. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your, if you're overseas, best of your Saturday. Otherwise, the rest of your Friday. So kicking off the raid. And thanks everyone for showing up tonight. And I will catch you all on Monday when I should have this done hopefully, and we can do more exciting animation imports.